Miss Yui and now? Yeah. Oh, Ayumi, okay. Fit as a fiddle. Thanks, Ayumi. With her cat. A charming young lad. Is this like set up for Yoshiki? That's a little bit of a personal question, Ayumi. She keeps talking like that, but she looks like she's what, in like early 20s tops? Of course he walks in, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, he's like the local badass. That was a pretty sweet scene, actually. Okay, chapter 6. Let's do it. Even wackier music. Oh, Mayu. Okay, I'm wrong. I suck at this. Oh, that bean soup. Yeah, there was that notice on the wall in the classroom back in the real world, or our world, I guess, where Ayumi was setting up that fundraiser for that. That kick-ass poster. Ah, so her illustrations are coming along. That is so wacky. Yeah, they did mention she gets into all that occult stuff partially as compensation for her own fear of the supernatural. She kind of like puts on a show. Or she actually does have responsibility. Alright, fine, sorry.
篠崎、話し相手になってやるよ。
いいよ、大丈夫。みんな気をつけてね。じゃあなんか帰りに飲み物でも買ってくるね。行こう行こううるさい。
God, you're shrill.
いいのに気使われるの。
Does saving your life from drowning count? That was a brief scene anyway. Oh, suddenly chapter 9's available, but we're going in order. I wonder why you had to see 6 to see 9. Is there gonna like be a sequel to 6? Oh man, Naho Kabiki, probably before they flipped. Yep. Oh, Taguchi and then we're gonna go. So this is before they're about to leave, and they leave her behind, I guess. Unless she already investigated and died, because she did chase them.
今日は珍しく学校へ行くと言っていたか。
先生、私、天神町で行った調査のまとめを検討しますと、耐性を持たない先生と田口さんだけで。
Wow, she's just risking the school by herself.
帰ったら、やはり私も本当に成功するかどうか、きっといいネタゲットできますよね。先生のお仕事、第3回も。美味しいもの食べさせて。
Then you totally owe me dinner.
ありがとう、奈穂君。やはり君を危険な目に遭わせるわけにはいかないよ。逆打ちの方法は分かっている。書き置きでもしておくか。
Oof. That'll end well, guys. Don't worry about it. That was another really quick scene. We're almost there. Number 8. What do you think that sound is? Yuki. The girl with the missing eye? Ugh. Do we seriously need to see this scene again?
また連れてきてくれたのね。
Oh right, this is back in the past, so he's like more alive, I guess.
いい子ね。さ、いいこと聞いたから、またご褒美してあげる。いい子、いい子。先生、吉川先生、助けて。
This sucks.
目の毒かな。目隠ししてきなさい。
Ugh. 'Wow, that's creepy. And then real bad things start happening. That was so unsettling after all the goofy crap we just saw. It's like, suddenly, like misery. Well, now I get to see what this mysterious chapter 9 that kept eluding me was. Oh. Further in the past. Oh, when he's actually trying for theater club and Mayu hears him? Hmm?
やっべ、早く行かないとバイト遅刻しちまう。確か体育の時にあれ、大丈夫か森重。これが大丈夫に見えるのか。
Yes?
いや、悪かった。まったく、お前は少し落ち着いた方がいいと思うぞ。
Man, he's so hard up.
もうメガネがどこかに行っちゃったじゃないか。
メガネ？
くれぐれも踏みつけないように気をつけ。
Ooh.
悪い。
Crap.
死ぬまお前。言ってるそばから踏むやつがあるか。
That's great.
いやだからそのすまん。今度バイト料入ったら
That's so awkward.
もういいよ。
I just love that. God damn it, Kineshima.
そっか。
ただこのままじゃ帰れない。
Wow, lead me home.
俺バイトが。
歩きながら教える。バイト先には遅れるって伝えろ。
しゃあねえな。おい近すぎねえか。
仕方ないだろ。こうでもしないと危なくて歩けないんだから。
Oh, he's one of those kinds of people? Like, he's like actually blind without his glasses?
俺にしたってチキンだよ。決めんだよ。生あったかいんだよ。
Get the frickin' fill me
安
up.
心しろ。俺だって気持ち悪い。それより周りに気をつけてしっかり歩けよ。
ああ
返事は1回でいい。
Just look at this.
あれは知らになんで岸沼くんと腕組んで歩いてるの？
Doho.
見なかったことにしよう。
He just runs away.
言いたい。
よく足元見ろよ。
お前が目となれ。
文句多いんだよ。
This is fantastic. I was waiting for like a Three Stooges routine where they just like keep screwing over Morishige in some way or another. Alright. All comes down to this. One last scene.
おじいちゃん、見て見て、これ。すっごいの、甘いの。
Oh, the scented beads that she only introduces to us later.
ないんだ。なんだ。
ゆか、帰ったの？ただいまって言いなさい。
She was running and yelling through the house. How'd you miss her?
ただいまー。
Thanks.
ゆか、あんたベルマーク集めてたよね。ほら、いっぱいもらってきたよ。
Yay!
お隣の佐藤さんがゆかちゃんに。
It's a huge box.
よかったね。どうする？自分で学校持ってく？
ゆか持ってく。
Whoa, she's fast.
そう褒められておいで。ってあんたもいっぱい貯めたのね。
Beads.
あー、なるほど。
今ね、新しいの買ってきたの。
ほー、今度はどんなこと
That is kind of funny. Like, flavor?
怪我とか事故とかから守ってくれるの。あとね、
Ghosts just can't get enough of them.
うんうん。
最初
So weird.
あらそう。大事にしなさいね。
Oh.
恋愛成就だ。あげた人に思いが通じるの。
I was wondering about that with her extra chapter ending. Like, did she always feel that way, or was it just doing it for the extra ending? It seems she really does, like, have, like, legitimate love for Satoshi. Like, not even the familial kind. That's a little uncomfortable, actually, because that's not gonna work out. I don't think.
あら、本当？ あれれ、誰にあげるのかしらね。クラスの子？はいはい。あ、そうそう、ゆか。あんたね、サトシのベッドに靴下とかパンツとか置き忘れるのやめた方がいいわよ。
That's so weird. Damn it, Yuka. Seriously, like, find some kid in class or something.
洗濯物自分で畳むのは偉いんだけどね、お部屋に戻ってしまう前にそうやって寝ちゃうから忘れていくのよね。
気をつけるもん。
ゆか、ビーズ、グッドラック。
Good luck. Well, that one was kind of bittersweet. I would have felt a lot better about that if I hadn't seen the extra ending first. Still, though, those were, with the obvious Sachiko exception, those were pretty sweet scenes to watch. And there you have it. We have seen just about everything Corpse Party has to offer, with the exception of some redundant choices you might make where they don't really matter. I think we covered the whole thing pretty well, and this game is freaking great. Well, there you have it. This game was fantastic. I freaking loved it. It was just so brilliantly executed. You were actually sympathetic for the characters. The characters had different personalities, and distinct ones at that. The game wasn't afraid of killing certain characters off that you really didn't think would die. It killed off main characters. It was actually kind of surprising. Not a lot of games do that. I love the soundtrack. I thought that they complemented the chapters very well, especially Chapter 5 with the more upbeat, we might get this done sort of version of Chapter 1's song. Chapter 1's really dark remix when you play as Seiko for that brief period. Fantastic. Just amazing. And most of all, possibly, would be the voice acting. It just carried the entire game. Even though I don't understand Japanese, you could just feel the emotion from the voice actors just coming through the characters. It was extremely effective. I just can't get over what a job just the entire cast did in this game. Absolutely amazing to behold. And I also have to give a lot of credit to the translators for the game, because they picked certain words that just really put you in the right kind of mood. Like when you're looking at that bucket of blood and it says it's all dark and syrupy looking, or it says that there's something, just some disgusting liquid congealing in the bucket. It's just little descriptive flavor like that that really kind of it's really just a grotesque description that kind of puts you off, but that's the point. It really immerses you in the game. You can only do so much with 16-bit graphics, but they milked everything they could out of this game. From the writing to the voice acting to the music, it all came together so wonderfully. Absolutely amazing. This game will legitimately make you cry. I actually teared up at a couple points in the game. Not that you could see me, of course, but take my word, I did. And still, I loved this game. It does something that a lot of games don't do. I mean, it really gets you emotionally attached. People don't really get into the 16-bit stuff so much anymore, so I'm very pleased to see that this game was able to do what it did so incredibly effectively. Absolutely amazing. And the extra chapters were a great addition. You get little background information on some of the characters, why they do what they do, or you look a bit into the personalities of even some of the people you don't know anything about, just victims who died during the school, like before you ever got there. Things like that. You actually get to see Kizami meet Morishige for a little bit, and you get a good explanation for why Morishige is no longer following Yuka. I kind of wondered why he vanished, and I actually got an answer to that question. I thought it was just a matter of the programmer saying, okay, well, you got to where you need to go. But they actually put in a plausible reason. He got put off by Kizami and ran away before he really saw his own dark side, which was a pretty cool touch. And it also explains why he's back in the stairwell, looking at his camera phone. That was brilliantly done. I just can't get over it. It was fantastic. And also the wrong ends. It wasn't just some game over screen. You actually got unique scenes for every wrong end you got. And those wrong ends were freaking brutal. And some of them were just incredibly entertaining to watch, just in their depravity. Same goes for the extra ends, especially that one at the end of Chapter 5. Good lord, they just dragged that emotion out. It was painful to watch. Jesus Christ. I always felt the worst for Yuka, and they really, really dragged you through that kicking and screaming. God damn. Actually, speaking of which, one thing I was really pleased with is that, how did this go? In extra Chapter 10, where Yuka dropped the hint that she bought those caramel beads because she was in love with Satoshi, I really like how they actually kept that consistent. This wasn't something like Silent Hill Origins or Downpour, where your previous actions and motivations are completely different depending on which ending you get. Because in the extra end, Yuka made it clear that she was in love with Satoshi. But the extra chapter says, no, she actually is. She just never mentions it to him in the actual main game if you play the game the right way. But it's cool that the programmers are reminding you, oh yes, that emotion actually is there. Like, we're not contradicting ourselves. The characters are the way they are, regardless of how you play the game. I thought that was really, really cool. One thing I also found cool that both Roller 42 and Lady Phantom of Music told me, which I really hadn't thought about, was that model in the science lab. That may very well have been Kizami. He was dragged off, probably skinned alive, so like the pretty boy has become a model in a different sense of the word, which is pretty dark. It also explains why he's so damn strong. He's moving those cabinets no problem. Yuka ran into him and just fell over. I thought it was just because she wasn't looking where she was going, but also the guy's a freaking brick wall. It's ridiculous. So that might actually explain that, which was also a pretty cool addition. I freaking love this game. What can I say? It just does so many things right. I'm so glad that XSEED managed to bring it over to the States because, I don't know, I think it's been generally well received. I freaking loved it. And if you're into survival horror, I would totally recommend giving this a shot yourselves. Maybe you'll see a couple of the more minor scenes I didn't watch or whatever, or maybe my Let's Play got you to check out the game yourself. I hope you do, if you have access to a PSP. It's totally worth it. Speaking of which, I would like to thank Mr. Ryu one more time for lending me his PSP, because he suggested I play this game. I mean, I asked him for the cables to record the thing, but he just randomly on his own lent me the PSP so I could play the game, which was just really cool of him. So thank you once again for that. And, of course, thank all of you for watching once again. It's just absolutely... It just wows me that... You know, I get this kind of attention in the blogs and everything like that. So it's just really sweet. Thank you all so much for giving this Let's Play a shot, despite my shoddy sense of direction. Nowhere near as bad as in Silent Hill, probably because I don't have a map to use as a crutch, but I was still missing doorways and things like that, and making little dumb errors sometimes, so thank you for putting up with all that. And once again, I would like to give special thanks to the people who submitted their title cards to me. So, in order of submission, and therefore order of appearance, give a special thanks to Jack's Party, Roller 42, and Lady Phantom of Music. So, as for what I'm doing next, well, it's not going to be another game in Japanese, so for those of you who don't much care for reading subtitles, you get a bit of a break this time. The game I'm going to be doing I've had for a while, I've been meaning to play it. So, now I finally can. I've been looking forward to this one. So that to look forward to. Until next time, everyone. If there is a next time. You won't be needing that blindfold anymore. There we are. Now, where shall I begin? Oh, I know. How about right here?